powers and privileges that apply in a sitting of the National Assembly. Members should equally note that any consent in the virtual platform is deemed to have been sent to the House and may be ruled upon. All members who have not been shall be considered present and are requested to mute their microphones and only unmute when recognized to speak. The microphones are very sensitive and will pick up noises which may disturb other members. And when requested to speak, please unmute your microphone and connect your video. However, we are going to go into a load shedding schedule very soon. So if you find out that your connectivity is unstable when you're about to speak, please disconnect your video and continue speaking on the microphone only. Members may make use of the icons on the bar at the bottom of the screen, which has an option that allows them to pick up before hand. The Secretary will assist you in this regard. When using the virtual platform, members are urged to refrain or resist from unnecessary points of order or interjections. We shall now proceed to the order, which is debate on votes number 3 and 15, Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Appropriation Bill. I now recognize the Honourable Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Honourable Chairperson or Speaker, Chairperson of the National House of Traditional and Cultural Leaders, Honourable Ministers and Deputy Ministers, Deputy Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Mr. Obed, Bapela, and Ms. Thembisile Nkadimeng, Honourable Chairperson and members of the Portfolio Committee, Honourable members, Chairperson of the Commission for the Promotion and Protection of the Rights of Cultural, Religious and Linguistic Communities, Chairperson of the Municipal Demarcation Board and its members, President of the South African Local Government Association, Deputy Chairperson of the IEC, members of the Provincial Executive Committees, Directors General, COGTA and CoGTA, CEO of MISA, ladies and gentlemen and compatriots. Thank you for this opportunity to present the budget votes 3 and 15 in honor of the millions of women and men who sacrificed so that we may realize a better life. On the 10th of May, 8 years since the first democratically elected president made his inaugural address. On that occasion, President Mandela reminded us that, I quote, out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted for too long, a society of which humanity will be proud of was born. The recent floods robbed South Africa of 448 people. It has also destroyed over 6,500 houses and partially destroyed over 10,000 houses. As we speak, in KZN alone, more than 7,000 people are housed in 91 shelters. We wish to extend our condolences to those who have lost their loved ones, who also offer our sympathy to those whose loved ones are still missing. We will not rest until each and every one is rescued or accounted for. The floods also caused untold damages to schools, hospitals, clinics, roads, bridges, and places of business, which we are still quantifying. We intend to rehabilitate and reconstruct all the damaged infrastructure so that we risk-proof it as we build back better. We also have been warmed by this empathy and solidarity displayed by millions of South Africans who have individually and collectively contributed to the 129,000 affected residents. We have also received support from the non-governmental organization and private sector, as well as the diplomatic corps from the continent and beyond. We would have loved to mention all of them by name, but due to time constraints, we are unable to do so. Kodwa ke sithi nangamso, nize nenze kanjalo nakwabanye. These disasters and calamities have worsened the situation in relation to challenges of hunger, poverty, unemployment, and inequality. They also contributed to further depressing our economy. According to Stats SA, over 55% of South Africans live below the upper poverty line, and 25% are experiencing food hunger. Unemployment continues to rise, recording 35.5%, which is the highest over the past 15 years. Youth unemployment at over 70% continues unabated. Inequality also continues to increase, with the OECD telling us that the poorest 20% of our households and only 1.7% of the total income Thus, we must heed to the advice of scientists, which tell us that in future, the eastern parts of our country are bound to experience wetter conditions. This means that those parts will be more prone to floods. On the other hand, the western parts will be drier, meaning that they will be more prone to droughts. We must therefore plan appropriately. But in addition to these floods, we have had floods last year with Cyclone Eloise and also the COVID pandemic. And together, they've actually worsened our situation in this country. Honorable Speaker, in addressing the effects of disasters in the past financial year, we allocated 157 million from the Municipal Disaster Relief Grant to address the aftermath of Tropical Storm Eloise in the affected municipalities. The storms were accompanied by summer season rains, which led to the displacement of 3,200 poor people in Mpumalanga, KZN, Northwest, and Limpopo. We also allocated 221 million to deal with the crippling effects of the protracted droughts in the Western Cape and Eastern Cape. These resources complemented the efforts of the provinces and municipalities to secure livestock, feed, and improve water supply. Honorable Speaker, infrastructure and its maintenance play a major part in building the resilience of communities. We must turn them into climate-smart communities which care for the environment and do not build in dangerous ways or places. This requires supporting municipalities whilst facilitating for the ramping up of the capabilities and capacities of municipalities. As part of the municipal support and intervention package, during the past financial year, 50 civil engineers, 15 electric engineers, 15 town planners, 9 assistant provincial managers, and 9 provincial managers from MISA were deployed to various provinces across the country. These professionals are supporting various infrastructure projects and are supported by the 519 municipal officials who were trained by MISA in the past financial year in infrastructure management. Additionally, a total of 382 young people were supported through technical skills apprenticeship, learnership, graduate programs, and bursaries. This is complemented by assisting some 100 young graduates in practical experience so that they may complete their professional registration process.